Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Giants going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 32 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Taylor going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ten yards still left on second down. Let's go. Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Now Taylor throwing again. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Easy.
Again, it's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 44-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw on third down, Brady. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And Gabriel's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Now Taylor on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. This time Taylor will throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take it. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, it's Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll run here with Mixon. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Cohen. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now receiver in motion left. Nixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
20, 52, 20.
On play action, now Brady. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit,
You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now they run with Mixon, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action with Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. Now White lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, good move at the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to look deep down the field. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. Let's go. 38.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Looking deep downfield, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Ohio.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Taylor to throw. Throw left side complete. It's White. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On second down, here's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On first down, Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to the quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They'll get 16 yards there, and the Giants are going to get a first down. Again, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, it's Brady. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by... Now the ball comes loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third and long, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Now Mixon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good for a New York 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And
there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. And now the Giants will stop play as they... take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Brady now on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Adams has it complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it's 1st down, New York. Brady now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey! 4 down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
you.